Hello and welcome to today's spooky tale. Today we have something so haunting that it'll curse you for millennia and will dig deep down into your heart and soul. So grab yourself a pumpkin spice latte, sit down, and be chilled. Be warned, for you could be left questioning everything you know about reality itself. I mean, I know that sounds a little dramatic, but hey, it's an unboxing video!
Hello, Captain VFC here, and today we are looking at HMS Eskimo from Mistercraft Hobby Kits. Price still on here, £7.99. We'll touch on that probably a little bit if I so feel like it. First, you may be asking, why do I keep buying Mistercraft kits? And well, I guess the answer is... So, having had a little look on ScaleMates, this product seems to start off some point in the 1960s by a manufacturer I've never heard of, and I believe it was marketed as just Destroyer or something along those lines. Rather vague. Apparently it's the same kit. Who knows? Before it passes on through the usual suspects, including Aeroplast, and eventually coming to Mistercraft in 2017. Now, the scale of this one is a little bit unusual, being 1/600th, which is kind of standard for Airfix, but a bit unusual outside of that. Is it a coincidence that Airfix released a tribal class destroyer in 1959, and then some point soon afterwards an Eastern European country produced this original tooling? Maybe. Either way, we're going to crack this open and have a look. On the box here you have rather pleasant artwork, actually. Makes it look like almost a proper kit. Look at that, a lovely little boat. It's got new down the bottom here, which obviously means it's newly tooled, despite what I've found on ScaleMate and the fact that it says 2011 on the artwork. Anyway, we're going to gloss over that. I mean, obviously they could have borrowed somebody else's artwork. Let's not judge them too harshly yet. We have a lovely white ensign here, and we have 3 different nationalities depicted on the box for the decal options. On the side it says Royal Navy ship HMS Eskimo, and it has a lovely picture here of one of the other ones, I guess. No, it is Eskimo F75, but it tells you it's got extra decal for the Canadian ship Haida, the Australian ship Arunta, and HMS Somali. So that is interesting, isn't it? 4 ships from this one kit. Excellent. It was made in the European community. And on the slightly squished end, we just have a summary of everything else. And it says that it's a skill level 2. Look at that. Skill level 2. This edge just has a little bit of information. It also says, actually, look, it confirms they're made in Europe for Olymp Aircraft, and there is their address. So yes, confirming it is Polish and who made it, and there we go. It does also specify with English instructions. Good, because my Polish is non-existent. Finally then, on the back we see some other delights from Mistercraft, including that was an unintentional pun, wasn't it? Including some rather antiquated kits we shall not go into. Before we crack it open, just a quick polite reminder to subscribe if you haven't already, and become a channel member if you're that way inclined, if you want to support the channel in an extra way. No worries if not, but I will be able to buy more props for silly Halloween costumes in future, rather than just a robe I found. Anyway, thanks. Okay, so this is a Mistercraft kit, and you know what I like to do with Mistercraft kits first? You may have already heard some of it, but I like to do the shake, rattle and roll test, the how secure is the kit in there? Yeah, I think that sounds fine. Let me just... Yep, that definitely seems nice and secure. I'm expecting it in a lovely polythene bag. Quick comment on the fact that it's a little bit squished. That's actually not Mistercraft's fault. I bought this new in the shop for £7.99. I looked it up first, realised it was considerably cheaper online, as in around the £5 mark. However, I'd have to pay postage, and I saw this, and last year I saw the real Royal Canadian ship Hyder, and thought, oh wow, I can make a model of Hyder, I'll buy that, and I'll pay the extra for the convenience of not having to post it, and there was nowhere nearby that I knew would sell Mistercraft kits. That's why I bought it. That's why I paid $7.99. I am aware that's a little bit high, but it's what my local model shop likes to do. Just bump the price up a little bit. But hey, people like me will still buy things anyway if it's convenient. Anyway. I was meant to explain why it's slightly squished. This has been holding up my stash. It's been right at the bottom, precariously perched, with quite a few things on top. And that is why the box is a bit squished. However, I don't think that's going to affect the quality, to be honest. Anyway, let's as you can see, beautifully secured as ever. And so we are going to start with the instructions, printed here in colour, a little bit blurry, but never mind. We have a history of the tribal class destroyers here, and here, and all the way over here until it starts becoming less English in the middle of a sentence. There it is, that's the German. Okay, it's not the middle of a sentence, but it's not very clear where the German starts. But hey, all of that is the history. If you want to read what Mistercraft think of the tribal class destroyer, then by all means pause it and give it a read. When I come to build the kit, I will try and do a brief history where possible. I say when. This is assuming I'm going to build the kit. Now, opening up, I know this is strictly speaking not the next page, but this is the next thing you see, is the colour call-out for options 1 and 2, which are the same ship. And 3 and 4... Okay. There's a lot to break down here. So, marking and painting, Her Majesty's ship, Eskimo, but then it gives you 3 pennant numbers, but shows you Eskimo. Right? 2. It says here, HMS Somali, F-33, and it gives you 3 pennant numbers. Oh, okay. No, I see. It's yes, it's as it changed. Look, I get it. So F-75, it would have at some point been L-75 and G-75, I guess. And here, FL and G-33. Okay, that makes sense. However, that is also HMS Eskimo depicted there, F-75. That's a top colour. It tells you 3, the pennant for a Runter, and 4 for Hyder. There we go. Hyder. It doesn't show you, it just tells you that it includes decals for the pennant numbers that are mentioned there. And we have a top profile of the call out as well. We will go into more depth during the building, but it appears to just tell you dark grey and give you an FS number. But I mean, that's perfectly fine, that's sufficient. Anyway, oh, whee, look at that. Opening it up, we have one very long bit of paper. We have the sprue map. It says A, B and C. You can see the plastic there. Yep, that's clearly A, B and C-ish, I guess, maybe. I mean, there's no way you'd know. This is A, but it doesn't have the letter A on it anywhere. Okay, whatever. That's A. Just take it from the instructions, that's A, and B and C. And then it tells you that D is this long sprue down there. And it tells you that there are no parts that are not used. Well, this part is incredibly faint. Look at that part there. It's not got a name. It's just maybe flash. They've built some flash in for you to make sure that they don't ruin it anywhere else. And we have hull assembly. Oh look, Mistercraft back up to their usual tricks. We have step 1 here as well as over here. We have step 5, 6, and 8 in boxes. We have step 4, 3, 5 and 6, 8, 7, 10, 11, 9. Oh, 2 is over there. There we go, there's 2. I found it. Right, so it's 1, 2, and where's 3 again? 3 down there. Oh, there. Then 4, which is depicted in the big box. 5 and everything else. And then eventually we have steps 9 over here. 11 is back over here, which is the stand. 10 is there. If you're getting confused, Just be grateful you're not the one that has to make the bugger. I find it interesting to note that step 5 is literally front funnel assembly. Step 6, rear funnel assembly. Couldn't you have just done that in one step? And yet step 4 is the whole bridge assembly featuring the front turret and whatever part 12 is. It feels a little bit redundant in some places, not gonna lie. And anyway, I'm not getting angry at all. And finally, on the back, next to the call out, we have some important information. It's a toy not suitable for children under 3 years old. Small parts may be swallowed or inhaled. Oh, we may swallow or inhale them. Thank you very much. Please retain this address for future reference. Do we think it's an actual address? Should I look it up? Should I send something there? Who knows? Can't be bothered. Anyway. We have some decals featuring... Oh, where's my stick? Where's my trusty stick? Featuring pennant numbers, as discussed. 3, so 6 of them for HMS Eskimo. That's HMCS Haida, and I've already noticed... What is this? What is this? Huh? The box for HMS Eskimo has RNC, RCN Haida, RAN Arunta, HMS Somali. The instructions confirm. HMS Eskimo, HMS Somali, RAN Arunta, and RCN Haida. The decals, HMS Eskimo, HMS Somali, RAN Arunta, RCN Arunta. What the hell is that? Bearing in mind, I bought this because it said it had decals for Haida. What is that? What is that? And we also have some ship's flags there. Horrifically out of register. I mean, it's supposed to be slightly off centre, but that is something special. There is a special place in hell for decals like that. Good lord. Are they decals or are they flags, as in paper flags? I don't even know. Whatever. Okay. Moving on to the ship itself, and I am immediately drawn to the hull and some flash. Look at the flash. Oh yes, lovely, lovely flash. Always got to get a good bit of extra flash in there. It's value for money, don't you know? You're paying for more plastic than you need. There's a hole for the anchor, which is mostly sealed up with flash. We have this wonderful selection of raised portholes. Brilliant. It looks vaguely boat-shaped. We've got the stand there. That looks vaguely stand-shaped. Fine, I guess. We've got the top of the hull, so we've got the deck. There is zero texture on that whatsoever. It doesn't look like metal. It doesn't look like plastic. It's just flat. Not plastic. It doesn't look like wood is what I was trying to say, but I think it would have been a metal hull anyway, wouldn't it? We've got some raised detail and a bit more flash here. Got some steps. Wonderful. We have a sprue featuring the part that is not mentioned on, or is mentioned but is faded out on the instructions. We've got the torpedoes. We've got some funnels featuring more flash. Got some flashy propellers. We've got some flashy masts and some very flashy turret work down here. Brilliant. As you can see, not all parts are attached. We've got something missing here, which I believe is the bridge superstructure, which has almost no definition whatsoever. We have this part here, which, again, very generous with the extra plastic. Thank you for that. Delicious flash. Get it while it's hot. And again, not so much flash here. There's only a little bit, but another deck part. And the 2 supports for the hull. So, why have I chosen this kit as a Halloween special? Well, it's a mystery, isn't it? The scary part is that this is sold in 2023 with new written in big letters right across it. And that is not, strictly speaking, true, is it? Which element of new is it? Clarify. It's not a new kit. I suspect it's a cheap imitation of the Airfix kit. And that dates to 1959. It is a bit of a joke. I intend to build this as HMCS Hyder. I've realised I said HMCS rather than HCN, but hey, whatever, it's changed. I intend to build this as Hyder, and they haven't even provided all the decals for it, and really all they had to do was just provide the pennant number, which they've done, and the name on the stand, which is the thing they haven't done. And the hull shape isn't even right for it anyway, so it's a bit of a joke. But maybe I'll build it, maybe I'll throw it in the bin. Comment below what you think I should do with it. I'm now going to go and have a little sit down, maybe a lie down, maybe a long sleep, and a little cry over my $7.99 I'll never get back. That's it for this time. See you again, hopefully soon. Like, subscribe, all the stuff I've already mentioned. Anyway, thanks, and...
Don't know about you, Sparkles, but I thought that was quite underwhelming.